What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Gabe here, and I just finished a request here in three parts um, for Janara. It's supposed to be her and John Leguizamo. Tell you what, let me go out. Let me see if I can. Hang on, just a second there. I'm gonna try to pronounce this name here. Okay, so we're gonna, as you can see, we're gonna highlight this copy, and we're gonna go to see if we can have Google pronounce it for us here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted there. Let's see, pronounce. Well, because I could pronounce Ofra. Hang on just a second. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, let's see, I wanted okay, I wasn't expecting a YouTube video. I just wanted you to do it right here on the Google. Let's see, I'm going to try it here. Pronounce. There we go. And it's still doing okay. Well, let's see. It's pronounced Leguizamo. Leguizamo, I think so. Leguizamo. I guess it's supposed to be a site. Let's see. Sounds like legu. Leguiz sounds like the word he or we with a hard G. So dwee, saying middle symbol gets a soft Z sound. Z mo. So Leguizamo. Okay. So back to Facebook. All right. So John Leguizamo and Janara Nelons at Camp Snoopy, starting with 2 years old. Then it's gonna 4 years old, and then 5 years old. So these are pictures that I did for her with each of the ages she requested. 2, 4, and 5 years old. And it's sort of like a fantasy thing, remember my Fantasy Crush album with different fantasy crushes I had, like Misty and Yoli and all them. So anyway, let's take a look here. So as you can see, going in order. Oh, my bad. I forgot to take it out of this mode. Okay, there we go. All right. So you got John Leguizamo at 2 years old. Janara Nelons at 2 years old. Really cute there. Real adorable, especially with the braids there. Yeah. Aw, ain't that cute? So, at Camp Snoopy here. Hi, I'm John Leguizamo. I'm Janara Nelons. Nice to meet you. You want to go play? Sure. So, I meet at Camp Snoopy. Just chilling there. Notice the AI made Janara put him in his socks and Janara barefoot there. Yeah, now I have seen cases where kids will run around barefoot, especially that young too there. But yeah, I highly doubt, running around an amusement my park like that in reality there. But this is a fantasy. Let's see. Anywho, you got Charlie Brown and Snoopy coming up here to meet them. Charlie Brown and Snoopy. And then we got, then Sally giving them some face painting. Oh, still, little ones. It tickles. So that's kind of how you probably would sound laughing at that age. Yeah. Kind of makes me think, the way I imitate it sort of make me think of one of my nursery students, Nisha. I'm Woodstock in the bird bath. You're funny. Oh boy. Did my best. Some of these pictures, it was kind of a little, hard. Because I did look up like the attractions of Camp Snoopy and everything. This looks like a really good place, by the way. It's the first time I've heard of Camp Snoopy. Yeah, but this looks like really like a really fun place. And one thing Christina told me is that probably the reason they named it after Snoopy because he's sort of the mascot of the Peanuts gang there. So, yep. Snoopy's balloon burst there. Want to try this one? Okay. Then we get here, Peppermint Patty and Marcy, and look like Marcy's got a little device here, and they're about to shoot some hoops there. Hey, Marcy, what is that device? It's an olderator, sir. Stop calling me sir. What does it do? You'll see. Activating now. Yeah, an olderator. Sounds like something from Phineas and Ferb with, Dr. Doofus Murray always had those innators. He even has a device that's simply an innator. And this is supposed to be Peppermint Patty's, I think, basketball area here. Because, Peppermint Patty was the big sport fanatic. Hey, excuse me. And of course, the whole thing of Marcy always saying "sir" is just something kind of at random. They actually asked the guy who made the Peanuts comic and everything. They actually asked him, "Why does Marcy always say 'sir' to Peppermint Patty all the time?" And he just simply answered that she just does. There's not really a reason behind that. So I guess it's just like a random, just sort of a random kid thing, like, sometimes kids do very random things and don't really have an explanation for it. So sometimes that just happens there. What? And then the olderator is starting to work. So that ends part 1 of it. So we scroll on up to part 2. You see some of the posts there.
Stay here. Hey.
Okay, so yep. So here we are. Part 2. Say part 2 of Janara's requests. Say them at 4 years old. and notice it's one thing Christina pointed out. 4, and then also when you see just when we get to it, her at 5 years old sort of looks compared to like how Janara looks now. I mean, they look kind of the same there, meaning that Janara still has the childlike innocence even in her appearance there, sort of that just that childlike appearance there. So kind of I kind of think so. Well, I guess without my beard and mustache, yeah, I kind of have it myself. And then if I grow some hair too. Yeah, yeah, with some hair minus the mustache and beard, I would probably still have that in me too. Which I mean, even with that, I still do. But Janara definitely has that childlike innocence still in her. Okay. We're both older, only by a couple of years though, and looks like the Beagle Express is here. Excuse me. So before they go on it, you see them sitting. I think this is supposed to be if I'm not mistaken, let's see. Let me go out for just a second here, because I actually got a picture. I actually screenshot a picture of the different things that are supposed to be at Camp Snoopy. Let's see, right? Where? And I think no. Okay, I thought wait. No, this might be it. Sally Swing Along, right? Yeah, Sally Swing Along. So that's what they're on right in there. They're on Sally Swing Along. Y'all so silly. Then you got Linus's Longer here. And of course, Linus always loves to have his blankie. Yep. And excuse me. Pigpen's mud buggies. Very muddy. Say a lot of mud there. Kind of like almost like monster trucks there. And this is the Beagle Express they're on here. Home of the yeah. And it's starting to look a little animated there. Especially Snoopy back there behind them. Yep, and then they go into the off-road rally, which happens to lead them to the football field. Well, actually, I think this is the baseball field. Yeah, baseball field. Where the Peanuts game be playing baseball at, and of course they become animated for a brief moment. Say, and a hot air balloon ride there. Yep. And that ends up ending part 2. So now we scroll up some more. Oh, and that's I forgot. I had to go back and add these 2 pictures individually of them at 4 years old. Yep. Aren't they adorable? Yeah.
Do you want to know who my...
Okay, so let's see, part 3. So now the final finale of this. They've been aged up to 5 years old, as you can see. Say John Leguizamo and Janara Nelons here. Now, one thing I noticed when I ran Janara through being 5 years old, they gave her pants here, but then they changed it to a skirt there. Okay, not saying anything wrong with that, but but I just noticed they sort of did something different in both of the things, and because I basically went off of this for a lot of the pictures we're about to see. Yep, this is pretty much, you're pretty much going to see her with the skirt instead of the pants, but oh well. Okay. Snoopy's Tender Paw Twister. Yep. So now we're going to see them going on some roller coasters here. It's like, whoa. That's how the coaster is there, like wee. Now, and then Sierra Sidewinder, another roller coaster. I think this looks like it's a little bit faster than the Tender Paw one there. And the third roller coaster, the Montezuma. Say this was actually a last minute request that Janara put in after I did up part 1 pictures there to be included in here. So part of what's known as Not Berry Farm. So yeah, Not Berry Farm amusement park. I think it might be part of Six Flags there. Like I say, this is the first time I've seen these there, but like I say, they are ripped, but they look like some really good attractions though. I will say that. And I kind of added a little something special to the Montezuma, kind of going into the cosmos there. Whoa, wee. And one thing else I gotta say about the Montezuma, sort of got kind of I'm guessing it's like a Indian vibe, sort of the way it looked, like the way the statue looks and everything. So yeah, I think kind of like an Indian vibe, but also kind of giving me a vibe of Legends of the Hidden Temple. Remember that game show with Omac there? Yeah, so especially especially this kind of right here a little bit there. And then, of course, everybody done had a good time at Camp Snoopy. You see all the picture with Charlie Brown and Sally and Linus, Snoopy, Peppermint Patty, Marcy, Lucy, and even Franklin there. So, yeah, a big group picture there. So, yep, that's per Janara's request of the pictures of her and John Leguizamo at Camp Snoopy. So definitely hope you enjoyed that there, Janara there. It's a little something, got that put together for you and everything. So yeah, that's it. And of course, you can enjoy the pictures even more so looking through them in my Facebook album here. And hope all of you watching enjoyed this as well. So, without further ado, we will definitely see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care, everybody. Peace out.